Hey everybody, this is J-Man Head Candy. It is Wednesday, October 22nd. And once again, I am watching my friend's furniture store. And I've been here for about 45 minutes. I've straightened up, I've swept, I've done a little cleaning, just little things to get the store ready to be open. And now I'm really bored. And I've read everything I could read. I've looked through catalogs. So I thought instead of making a silly, crazy video like I did on Monday, which I still can't believe I put out there. Anyway, I thought I would do something kind of fun today. Like maybe 5 questions or 5 facts, but we'll do like a spin on it. Just something different. Or maybe not, it's different. I don't know. Maybe it's already been done. Possible, I don't know. Anyway, so I have this bag, and this bag contains like all these little cards. And on the cards have words, like this one says point. It's gonna be backwards actually in this video, sorry. Point, master, become, there's attitude, there's give and receive, which I'm sure some of you will have fun with that one. Anyway, I thought what we could do is I will pull one and I will tell a story, or maybe not a story. Maybe I'll just explain like what that word means to me. So like I'm gonna leave it to you and your creativity. Do what you want. If you want to do a skit with the word, that's cool. If you want to sing a song with that word in it, that's okay. If you want to share a song, that's cool. Or maybe you want to tell a story where you learn something about that word. Anyway, use your imagination and do what you like, and we'll see what we come up with. So in a second here, I will pull a word randomly from this bag, and I'll start off with my contribution to this. So pulling from the bag, oh, I should probably do it like this. I have the word nurture, which is going to be backwards. Once again, I'm sorry, I'm using a Mac photo booth, everything's backward. Nurture. So I'm going to stop and think for a second, and feel free to do that, because some of you might want to do like a skit, or some of you might want to do a poem, or some of you might want to write a song or sing a song. So I know it's going to take a second, so I don't expect you to do it on the fly. So give me a couple seconds and I'll be back, and I'll share with you my thoughts on the word nurture. Hey there, J-Man Head Candy back. All right, my word is nurture, and I decided to tell a story that contains the essence, the symbolism, or maybe even the real impact of the word nurture for me. And I think nurture for me defines sort of like caring for something, like looking for growth, like having something develop into something. So my story starts back, I'd say 12 years ago. I had been doing hair maybe 4 or 5 years. And I worked with somebody, her name is Donna Dole, and she works actually in Phoenix, Arizona for Scott Cole. And I was struggling with whether or not I really wanted to be where I was at. Like I was young in my career, and I had a little bit of an inflated ego, and I wasn't getting things exactly the way I wanted it. So I had this idea that I was going to leave, like I was going to leave camp and head over somewhere else where I knew it was better. So you could say I was suffering from the grass is greener on the other side syndrome. Let's just call it that. And Donna told me this story that really, the grass isn't really greener on the other side. It is the greenest where you water it. So it wasn't until years later, when I had made a foolish decision to leave where I was working and go somewhere else, that I realized the impact of nurturing something. Like I really, really got what that meant to care for something, because it was not greener on the other side. As a matter of fact, it was fucking worse. It was a nightmare. So I came back to where I was at. They took me back, actually, which I was amazed that they did. And it was a great thing because then I started to really focus on my business, and I started to really look at it, and I started to ask myself, how much am I involved with what's happening here? And how much am I caring for it? How much am I nurturing it? So the analogy that I would use is like a garden. Like, if you're interested in having a garden, you want it to be really nice. You want it to be large, you want it to have lots of diversity. So you can't just sit there and stare at it and pretend that it's going to grow. You're going to have to nurture it. And for me, nurturing would be caring for it. So what do you do in a garden? You water it. Sometimes you have to feed it. Sometimes you have to really take a look at what's working and what's not working. And occasionally you have to weed it. And for me, that was the biggest challenge of my life, weeding out what worked and what didn't work. So nurturing my business spilled over into my personal life, nurturing my friendships, nurturing my family relationships, and really just nurturing my presence among people in the world just randomly. Like a trip to the market, or a trip to a clothing store, or just anywhere where there were other people doing life. So that was my use of the word nurture. So if you should choose to accept this project, you will either use the word nurture or one of the following four: the word express, the word desire, the word harmony, or the word commitment. So accept one of those words, think about it, and post something interesting for us all to see. Anyway, this is J-Man Head Candy signing out, and I do love you all. And like I always say, I hope you get that.